This is the Maggie Show.
What exactly is a soul tie?
Soul tie is something that can be established in your life that can be really damaging to the way you see yourself or the way you carry yourself. It will literally bring in a stronghold in your thinking where you know that you're stuck in a relationship or stuck in a mindset that is actually like damaging to you and you cannot break free.
So soul ties are not just opposite sex. They're not just like through sex or through blood, because a lot of people will say, oh yeah, we know soul ties, you can only have a soul tie if you're sexually active, or maybe you did a blood covenant with somebody.
There are actually 3 things that will show you that you're stuck in a soul tie. Okay, one of them is that your thoughts are consumed with thoughts of that person. You can't get them out of your mind.
Okay.
2, all your decisions are based around them in all ways, and you're actually struggling in your spiritual life and you're unable to connect with other people in a deep level.
What's the danger of that one that may have heard or felt like they've heard so-and-so is their partner?
Majority of people are under deception and that it's not actually of God. And the Lord told me, He said, when you are praying aloud, when you are putting out your prayers and you're talking to me, the enemy also has demons that are listening to what you are saying. So the enemy also knows how to get into the frequency and to deposit things to you. If you're someone who's gifted with tongues to pray in your heavenly language, when it comes to matters like this and you are really going before God about things, take it to God in prayer, in tongues, because the enemy is also looking to deceive you. Always ask yourself, okay, I have strong feelings for this person and I'm feeling love towards this person, but how do they make me feel? Okay, number 1. If you've got a check in your spirit and you just don't have peace and you cannot put your finger on it, that means hold yourself at a boundary line. Okay, number 2, is this relationship that you're having with this person bringing you closer to God? Is this person encouraging you to fulfill everything that God has called you to be? I say to people, if you can pray together, that's a good indication that you can actually go through major things in life together. If all you can do is get together and you can't get past the attraction and all that person wants to do is try to push you to maybe, fornicate or do something sexual, that is not the right person for you, because they're trying to rob you of your purity and rob you of your destiny. And there are so many people that have literally been wiped out of ministry because of being aligned with the wrong person in a romantic relationship. So the minute I started questioning my identity, it opened up this portal to the enemy to come and mess with me. And along came this super charming man who swept me off my feet, which was my ex-husband. And because I was not walking strongly in my identity and my own calling, I just completely romanced and I actually aligned myself in this marriage with this guy who was not saved, and it literally diverted my life from the call of God in my life for 10 years.
Wow.
So I went and I found a pastor who knew nothing about me, knew nothing about the call of God in my life. I got him to agree to marry me. And when I was driving to meet with that pastor, the audible voice of God said, you will not do this. It was so loud in my car. I stopped my car on the side of the road. I couldn't even see. I was crying so hard. And I begged God to let me have this. I was like, please, God, let me have this. And when I married him, the Lord told me, you will never fulfill your destiny because you've aligned yourself with this man. And it's true, I diverted my life for 10 years, because I'll tell you now, I was happily married, I adored my husband, but there was a deep, deep sadness and knowing that I had literally given up my destiny. If somebody is hearing from God that someone is not the one, my words would be run for your life. And the one thing that kept me tied in was I kept thinking, but Lord, I'm getting older now, and what if no one else ever sees me and likes me again? What if this is the last one?
Yeah.
And I believe the enemy brings that lie to so many people, to men and to women. Yeah. This could be the last one. What if I don't meet anybody else that makes me feel this way?
Yeah.
The whole time he was dating me, and, you know, professing his undying love for me. The guy was a married man.
Look at that.
I tell you, that soul tie was cut so fast. All the limerence, all the romantic thinking, when the truth came in with the rude awakening, that soul tie was gone.
How can we begin to be set free from whatever soul tie?
The first thing you need to do is renounce and repent for developing that soul tie. Many times people develop good soul ties with good intentions, but you still want to renounce it. Because what happens with soul ties is it can also bring fragmentation of the soul, where when the person walks away, and you, even though you're separated, parts of you can be stuck to that person and parts of that person can be stuck to you. You also need to forgive yourself. Okay.
Yeah.
And you forgive yourself and you move on. And the best way to move on is, if anybody has given you any gifts, or if you've got loads of photographs of that person on your phone or anything, delete it. If you're holding on to like conversations that are all recorded on your phone, or love letters or love cards or any gifts, listen, those are open portals to the demonic realm to keep you bound.